Hello guys, welcome to another video, and in this we'll be discussing about the impact analysis, and particularly we'll be talking about the propensity score matching technique. So in case of impact assessment, whatever the technology or whatever the policy interventions that the institution or government gives, we need to estimate the impact of the scheme or the institutional interventions. So to carry over the impact assessment, there are various techniques like exposed and ex ante kind of analysis, and particularly we have certain quantitative kind of analysis like did approach before and after implementation, and propensity score matching, etc. So most widely used methodology or most widely used analysis is one that is propensity score matching, because to analyze the impact of a particular intervention, say for example, if a particular policy is given to a particular group of people, to analyze the impact of the particular people, we need a control group and then the treated group, so that we can match between the control and treated group, and we can say this is the actual impact of the policy interventions. So without having some control treatment kind of groups, we cannot estimate the actual impact. So in case of absence of control, we can go with different methods or models which is available. So the propensity score matching is one way. It is a which has the particular methodology, like it is a statistical technique which uses treatment group that predicts the treatment group, how it actually works, and it also compares the values with the control group which is already present. And the another important advantage in propensity score matching is it avoids or it reduces the selection bias. So selection bias in the sense that there is a need to match a control group and a treatment group. Say for example, we need to match or we need to take the difference between a particular person in a control and a particular person in a treatment. So to make the difference or to make analysis between this control person and the treatment person, we need to calculate some certain characteristics to keep them in the same weight. Otherwise there will be a biasness. So in order to carry out this propensity score matching is very well used one. And there are different methods to match propensity score. Propensity score is nothing but the based on the characteristics of the respondents, we will be generating a score, and based on the score the propensity score matching will match the control group and the treatment group. Say for example, the scores for control and treatment group will be matched exactly, and based on that we will be carrying out our impact assessment. So for matching the control and treatment group, there are different methods. One is nearest neighborhood matching, and the second one is stratification method, and third is kernel, and fourth is caliper matching. So the matching method varies based on the weights and the standard deviation which they adopt and leverage. So nearest neighborhood is it matches the control and treatment group based on the propensity score, and if say for example, if the propensity score of a treatment of a treated person is like around 2.4 or 2.5, and we don't have any score of 2.4 or 2.5 in case of a control group, then it takes the closest value near to these 2.4 and 2.5. In case of a stratification method, it divides the scores into particular stratus, into group of status, and based on these groups the control and treatment group is matched between among them. And the third one is kernel matching, which is nothing but it uses some particular weights to carry out the analysis, and it takes in case of the above two methods, there will be some elimination or some rejections of the control group due to some non sorry in treatment group there will be some eliminations, because some might cannot be matched with the control group, so there will be some elimination of the respondents. But whereas in case of kernel group, it will not be happening. So the entire data will be used for the analysis because it takes the weight. And the final one is the caliper matching. In this, similar to the propensity score, standard deviation of the propensity score is also taken into consideration. So based on the caliper standard deviation, the analysis is carried out. So with this, we will directly move to the analysis part. So I'll have a data set, so with that we can have some basic analysis so that you people can understand how this PSM works. So I'll just go through the analysis data so that you can have some idea. So this is my data set, and here I have different variables like age, gender, education, training programs attended, and farm size, and irrigated land area, source of irrigation, etc., etc. And my another dependent variable would be yield uptime. So my objective is to estimate the impact of a technology intervention. What would be the impact of this technology adaptation? So for that, what outcome variable which I have taken is yield uptime. So due to technology adoption, we are going to see whether there is an increase in yield adoption, yield, or there is a decline in yield, or there is no change in yield between the adapter groups and the non-adapter group. Okay, so with this, we'll start with the estimation of probit scores. Okay, so that is probability scores. So for this, I will be using probit method. You can use logit or a tobit, whatever you need, but I will be using probit method. And for probit, so I will be taking SMA. SMA is nothing but the treatment, or it indicates the whether the person is treated or in a control group. So SMA has dichotomous variable 1 and 0. One takes the case of participant in the technology, and 0 in case of non-participation. So for this, I'll be using some basic characteristic variables, that is gender, age, education, and training attended, farm size, irrigated land, source of irrigation, uh, depth of wells, etc. Okay, so apart from that, I'll also try to take what else is there, number of irrigation, yield, water saving, etc. Okay, so with this, we'll stop here. Okay, so I'll just try to run this probit, and we can see the characteristics and how much the influence it is getting up. So after that, I'll use the PS match, which is nothing but the propensity score matching formula. I mean the code PS match SMI. So again, we'll be using the same variables, um, gender, age, education, training, and also we'll be uh, indicating the model, say for example how it should match. So I'll use neighbor matching. So neighbor matching, I will use two nearest neighbors. So two nearest neighbors, and I will also use caliper of standard deviation 0.2. Okay, so it is any kind of values you can use. I'm just using it randomly. um me What is the problem with this? Oh, sorry, I just missed this too. So now we got the analysis, and the final thing is we need to estimate the impact. Okay, so PSMSMI, I'm just going to find the yield difference among the adapters and non-adapters, and for that I will be using the neighbor matching, and 80 is nothing but the average treatment effect. So here we can see around 0.23 mm, 0.23, in the sense 2.3 percentage increase in yield has been seen. Sorry, 0.23 tons of yield has been increased in case of due to this intervention. So this is how we will be using this propensity score matching to estimate the impact of any particular uh, adaptations. So with this, I'd like to conclude my presentation. Thank you.